Oh my god! Oh my god! It's all made of salt. I have never felt more like I'm in The Lord of the Rings. Honestly. Good morning, everyone. We are currently on a train heading out of Krakow towards one of the most amazing sights you can see in all of Poland.
It looks like quite the marvel, so should we go check it out?
I can't wait.
We're rushing because this door wouldn't open for us. Okay, got the adrenaline pumping.
Off the train. We're here!
Yay! We finally made it.
We made it!
Just going through the gates here.
And I don't think we actually said where we're going yet.
No, actually.
So we today are at the Wieliczka Salt Mine. We're just outside of Krakow, about what, 10 kilometers or so. And this is UNESCO World Heritage Site. I believe it's rock salt that's been mined here since the 14th century.
Oh, just hundreds and hundreds of years.
And lots of people have been interested in coming here, from Chopin to Goethe to
John Paul II.
Yes, many famous visitors.
The list goes on.
So I don't really know what to expect.
No.
But we're going to head underground into the mine. Okay, we have to walk down 380 steps down to the bottom. Let's go. Cardio. My morning cardio. Wow, I don't want to get dizzy on here.
Already?
Good thing I had breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
Just going like this. You gotta watch your head down here too.
Now, it's gonna suck later when we have to walk back up this.
Let's not think about that. This feels a little like a military operation because obviously having to orchestrate having a bunch of people underground at the same time and keeping them safe and orderly and everything. There are 500 guides here. You have to be with a guide when you're in the salt mine. So our lovely guide for today is Isabella. And there are 500 guides that work here. And sometimes they can have 10,000 people a day through the mines, which in itself is mind-blowing, don't you think?
Mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing. We are about 60 meters underground right now, and we just passed a corridor covered in salt. And I'm gonna try it. It's salty.
Salty, yeah.
It's very salty. So we're over 60 meters underground right now, and this is the upper part of the mine, if you can believe that. And this dates from 1666, which is just mind-blowing, as you said,
Yes.
or mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing.
And there's all of this, all of the tunnels here are this amazing whitewashed timber. So I'm already, I can't just...
I'm already impressed.
Yeah,
we can end the tour here.
I can't get over it.
This is the rock salt. We call this salt gray salt, so you can lick your finger. If you don't believe me, you hardly know me. Be my guest.
Should I try?
I think you should.
Okay, here we go.
Salty?
Mmm,
Good.
that's delicious.
It's a salt buffet down here.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look is salt, and this looks and feels like cold marble, but it's salt. It's unreal. The floor is salt, everything is salt. We're in a chapel. This is the oldest chapel in the whole mine, and this chandelier is just taking my breath away. It's made of salt. It's unbelievable. There are stalactites coming from the ceiling and all these beautiful carvings. It's from 1698. And there's evidence here too of the salt breaking down as a result of all the visitors that they have. They breathe in and out, and it brings humidity, and so it's really difficult to maintain. But the fact that this has survived in this way for so long is just, I have no words. We're like 5 minutes in and I have no words.
Isn't this great?
We just walked into this enormous space, and just to think that this used to be a solid mass of salt, you know, rock solid, and over time it's just chipped away at and chipped away at and chipped away at over years and years, is unbelievable. And this chamber is named after King Kazimierz, who was a king of Poland in the 14th century. He was one of the owners of this mine. They've got more petrified wood here, and it's just, the feeling of space when you're this far underground is truly incredible. This is an example of how they used to use horses to turn this, which would activate a sort of elevator that would bring the salt up to the surface from the mine. These steps are made of salt. It's all made of salt. These are the original steps to get up and down from the 16th century. You can imagine miners with like 35 kilos on their back and a lantern or a candle in one hand making their way up and down. Wow.
I hope.
The biggest problem in the mine was getting fresh water, and so this was somebody's job for 8 hours to pump the fresh water in. This mine is enormous. There are 300 kilometers of tunnels, 2,000 chambers, and what we're seeing today is 1% of what is here. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! This chapel took my breath away when we first walked in. It's the biggest chapel in the whole mine, the Kinga Chapel, and it's still used for Mass. Every Sunday morning at 7 o'clock, people gather here for Mass. They also use it for concerts. I can only imagine the amazing acoustics down here. And you can also get married here. You can imagine having a wedding more than 90 meters underground. All of what you see is made of salt. The ceiling, the walls, the floors, the altars. The floors look like tiles, but of course they're made of salt, and there are so many people walking across them every day that they're nice and polished and shiny looking. And something I can't get over in here are all of the decorative carvings of biblical stories. And three miners, not quote-unquote artists, but 3 miners, 2 of whom were brothers, over the course of 70 years, the 3 of them created all of the decorative carvings that you see in here. It's absolutely just unbelievable to think of carving all of this over 70 years. Only 3 men. We've just walked about 800 meters down this tunnel, and I love that most of this mine is actually accessible, and they have a lift, and you can take the elevator down and avoid the stairs. More breathtaking, like I literally feel like my breath is gone. We're in this massive chamber with the biggest chandelier we have seen yet, made of salt. And this space was started in the 1700s and was only open to the public in 2010. And you can see all of this pine wood, painted white, just stretching up to the ceiling. I really don't have words. We are 110 meters under the ground. And look at where we are. I have never felt more like I'm in The Lord of the Rings. Honestly. Keep going down. Now we're 130 meters underground. There are so many tunnels down here. There are 300 kilometers of tunnels, which is the same distance as from Krakow to Warsaw.
That's a lot.
We're only seeing a small part of it.
There's still 7 levels below us.
It's just...
The mind reels.
Oh my god! Oh my god! We've entered now the tallest chamber in the entire mine. It's inconceivably 36 meters tall. And we just heard this crazy story of someone who bungee jumped inside and set a Guinness World Record in this chamber for underground bungee jumping. Sadly, we're about to leave the mine. We have to go back to the surface, back to the sun.
Back to real life upstairs.
But luckily, we get to take an elevator. We don't have to walk the 380 steps back up, which is nice, to go 135 meters. And the elevators go about 4 meters a second. So we will be back up to the surface in around 40 seconds.
Around under a minute.
Ooh, it's a tight squeeze.
Very cozy. Hello.
Hello. I can. This is.
Can you see up my nose?
How close we are.
Like sardines. Here we go.
Oh, it's pretty fast.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really fast. That was quite the ride.
That was a tight squeeze. You know, if I seemed like I was speechless down in the mine, it's because I really was. I was trying to find the words to say, to convey
feeling.
How it feels, because it feels really special, and I hope that it translated through the camera to you guys, because it was hard to capture.
It really was.
You know, the space, it's just, you know, there's 300 kilometers of tunnels, there are 2,000 chambers, and all these chapels and sculptures that miners have created over the years, since the 14th century. It's a really special place. I've never been anywhere like this salt mine. No. So if you're in Poland or Krakow, you really have to come and see Wieliczka for
Highly
yourself.
recommend.
But I hope that you've enjoyed seeing it in this video today. Remember to give it a like if you did, and subscribe for lots more travel adventures.
Who knows where we'll go next?
I know, above ground, below ground.
Could be anywhere.
And we'll see you in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.